Have you ever wondered why the iPhone logo is half-cut? It's a question that has sparked many theories. Yes, that iconic logo, an apple with a bite taken out of it, that has become synonymous with cutting-edge technology and sleek design. But why the bite? What could possibly be the reason behind this half-eaten piece of fruit that graces every iPhone? In the tech world, logos are more than just designs. They are visual representations of a brand's identity, embodying what the brand stands for. They are often loaded with meanings, some obvious, others hidden. They evoke emotions, tell stories, and sometimes they're shrouded in mystery. And the iPhone logo, my friends, is one such enigma. This half-cut apple, the emblem of the iPhone, has been a subject of speculation and debate for years. Theories have been spun, discussions have been held, and assumptions have been made. Some say it's a mark of scale, to distinguish the fruit as an apple and not a cherry or a tomato. Others claim it's a playful bite mark, a nod to the company's youthful and innovative spirit. There are those who believe it's a tribute to Alan Turing, one of the fathers of computer science, who allegedly ended his life with a cyanide-infused apple. And then, there are those who argue it's a reference to the biblical story of Adam and Eve. Each theory intriguing in its own right, each adding a layer of intrigue to the logo's design. But which of these theories holds water? Is there a definitive answer, or is it all just conjecture and speculation? Well, that's what we're here to find out. So let's dive into these theories and unravel the mystery of the half-cut iPhone logo. The first theory we'll explore is the scale theory. This theory suggests that the bite taken out of the Apple logo is there to provide a sense of scale. Without the bite, the apple could be mistaken for a cherry or any other round fruit. By incorporating a bite into the design, it gives the logo a sense of proportion and scale. Now you might be wondering, why does scale matter? Well, in design, scale is crucial. It's a fundamental element that helps us understand the relationships between different objects. If you see a round object without anything to compare it to, it's hard to determine what it is. Is it a cherry, a tomato, a peach? It's unclear. But once you introduce a bite, it changes the game. The bite gives us a point of reference. It's something we can relate to because we've all bitten into an apple before. We know how big an apple is in relation to a bite. So when we see the Apple logo with its distinctive bite, we instantly recognize it as an apple and not some other fruit. This theory is backed by Rob Janoff, the designer of the logo himself. In an interview, he said that he included the bite for scale so people wouldn't confuse it with a tomato. So the scale theory is quite plausible. It's a clever design choice that makes the logo instantly recognizable, distinct, and memorable. It's a testament to the power of good design, where every detail, no matter how small, can have a significant impact. The bite in the Apple logo isn't just a random design element. It's there for a purpose. It provides a sense of scale. It adds an element of fun and uniqueness, and it helps distinguish the logo from other similar shapes. So, the half-cut design could be simply a clever way to identify the logo as an apple. It's an excellent example of how smart design can solve potential confusion and make a logo stand out in a crowd. The next theory is quite amusing, the bite mark theory. This hypothesis proposes that the half-cut or bitten apple look of the logo is not by chance, but rather a deliberate design choice. Imagine a full apple. Now, if you were to take a bite out of it, wouldn't it look something like the Apple logo? This is precisely what the bite mark theory suggests. The missing chunk from the apple in the logo can be interpreted as a bite mark, adding a playful and fun element to the overall design. This bite mark is not just a random cut, but serves as a creative symbol of the brand's identity. This theory aligns perfectly with the spirit of Apple as a company. Apple, since its inception, has been recognized for its innovative and forward-thinking approach. The company is known to constantly challenge the status quo, always seeking to take a bite out of the ordinary and introduce something extraordinary. In this sense, the bite mark can be seen as a reflection of Apple's daring nature and its commitment to innovation. It's as if the company is saying, we are not afraid to take a bite, to take risks, to innovate, and to disrupt. The bite mark stands as a symbol of this bold approach, representing Apple's hunger for innovation and its readiness to bite into new challenges. This theory, while amusing, ties in perfectly with the company's brand image. Apple's logo, with its bite mark, embodies the company's relentless pursuit of innovation, its readiness to take risks, and its commitment to pushing boundaries. It's a subtle yet powerful representation of the brand's ethos. So the half-cut could be a symbolic bite, representing Apple's innovative approach. Now, isn't that a fun way to look at the Apple logo? But remember, this is just one of the many theories out there. There are a few more interesting ones to explore, so stay tuned as we delve deeper into the mystery of the half-cut iPhone logo. Another interesting theory is the Alan Turing tribute. We're delving into the realm of the extraordinary here. Alan Turing, often referred to as the father of modern computing, was a British mathematician, cryptanalyst, and theoretical biologist. His work during World War II, decoding German intelligence codes for the British government, was instrumental in the Allied victory. His Turing machine laid the groundwork for the modern theory of computation and computability. However, Turing's life was marred by tragedy. In the early 1950s, he was prosecuted for homosexual acts, which were then considered criminal in the UK. He accepted treatment with estrogen injections, chemical castration, as an alternative to prison. Turing died in 1954, just 2 weeks shy of his 42nd birthday. The cause of death was cyanide poisoning, and an inquest determined it was suicide. His death is where the Apple logo theory comes in. Near his body was a half-eaten apple, which some believe to be the medium through which he ingested the cyanide. The half-cut logo of the iPhone, some suggest, is a tribute to this great mind who tragically ended his own life with a half-eaten apple. There's a poignant beauty to this theory, isn't there? It suggests that the logo isn't just a logo, it's a symbol, a tribute to one of the greatest minds of the 20th century, a man who contributed so much to the field of computing. However, Rob Janoff, the designer of the Apple logo, has categorically denied this theory, stating that he wasn't aware of Turing's story when he created the logo. But the theory persists, and it's easy to see why. It's a beautiful idea, a tribute to a brilliant man who was persecuted for being himself. Could the half-cut logo be a tribute to a great mind? It's certainly a compelling theory. The final theory we'll look at is the Adam and Eve theory. This theory takes us back to the very beginning, to the origin story of humanity as told in the Bible. In the book of Genesis, Adam and Eve live in the Garden of Eden, a paradise created by God. In this garden grows the tree of knowledge, bearing the forbidden fruit that God explicitly instructs Adam and Eve not to eat. However, as the story goes, the serpent tempts Eve to taste the fruit. She succumbs, eats the fruit, and shares it with Adam. This act of defiance against God's command leads to their expulsion from the Garden of Eden, marking the end of their innocence and the beginning of human knowledge, labor, and mortality. Now you may ask, how does this relate to the bitten apple logo of the iPhone? Some theorists propose that the logo symbolizes this very act of acquiring knowledge. The bite representing the moment of Eve's disobedience and the subsequent dawn of human wisdom. It's a compelling narrative, isn't it? The iPhone, after all, is a device that puts a world of knowledge at our fingertips. Could it be that the logo is a subtle nod to the biblical story, to the first act of human curiosity, to the desire for knowledge that led to the creation of technology itself? It's an interesting theory, and one that fits neatly into Apple's ethos of innovation and pushing boundaries. However, it's worth noting that Apple has never officially confirmed this or any other theory regarding their logo's design. So, could the logo be a nod to one of the most famous stories in human history? As with all theories, it's open to interpretation. We've explored some interesting theories about the half-cut iPhone logo. Let's sum them up. First, we considered the scale theory. The idea here is that the bite out of the apple gives a sense of scale, preventing people from mistaking it for a cherry or another type of fruit. It's a simple yet clever design strategy to ensure that the logo is unmistakably an apple. Then we delved into the bite mark theory. This theory suggests that the bite mark adds a fun element to the logo, reflecting the young and innovative spirit of Apple Inc. It's a playful twist on a simple shape, making it memorable and distinctive. Next, we examined the Alan Turing tribute theory. Some believe that the half-cut apple is a nod to Alan Turing, one of the fathers of computer science, who allegedly took his own life by eating an apple laced with cyanide. This theory, while poignant, has been disputed by those close to the company. Lastly, we explored the Adam and Eve theory. This theory posits that the bitten apple is a reference to the biblical story of Adam and Eve, in which they consume the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. Again, this is a theory filled with symbolism, but its truth is still up for debate. Each of these theories provides its own unique perspective on the iconic iPhone logo. Whether it's a matter of practical design, a playful twist, a tribute to a legend, or a symbolic reference, each theory adds to the intrigue surrounding the logo. While the true reason behind the half-cut logo may never be known, it's fascinating to explore the possibilities. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mystery of the iPhone logo.